Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on, everybody? This is Joseph Conlon here tonight with the AEW Rampage review on Friday night, September 17th, 2021. I am about an hour away until I make my exit out of New Jersey for a couple months and into Orlando, Florida. So this is, I guess, the last review for quite a while here in this setup. So glad to be doing it with the boys tonight, Wesley, Cameron, Rampage. It was a fun show, I thought. What'd you guys think, Cameron? Andre the Giant shirt on tonight. I like it. How are you doing?
I'm doing good brother Joseph. I'm doing good brother Joseph. Good brother Wesley. Always really glad to be here on the Big Fight Field channel. I thought the next episode of Rampage. I thought this is a fun 1 hour. I thought this is a fun 1 hour of television, easy way to get by, and this helped erase the terrible stench of SmackDown. SmackDown was not a good show, so this helped erase the stench of that tonight. Helped erase the stench of SmackDown, but we ain't talking about SmackDown. We're talking about Rampage. And overall, I thought Rampage was a damn good show to me.
Wes, how are you doing?
Doing well, man. Fun 1 hour of Rampage tonight. A lot of good stuff to talk about, especially that Ruby Soho Britt Baker promo battle. My goodness, thing of freaking beauty. Best part about tonight, and I can't wait till we dive into that segment. But we got some other stuff to talk about. That was also really good. We had the TNT title and Fuego del Sol's car up for grabs tonight. We had the tag team titles on the line, and we had some women's action. So we got a lot of stuff to talk about. And as we get into that massive next week, with the two big Rampage and Dynamite episodes live, Grand Slam, Arthur Ashe Stadium, New York City, baby. Those cards are looking mighty fine, if I do say so myself, and I can't wait to watch all of that great content next week, man. It's going to be so much fun.
Let me just say this. We are going to have a huge review next Friday night. It's going to be, my goodness.
And
We got.
let
Go
me tell
ahead.
you something, bro. Let me tell you something, bro. AEW Rampage. AEW Rampage is looking fine. AEW Rampage might be looking fine in the Penelope Ford and Anna Jay combined. That is how good next week is looking. That is how good next week Dynamite and Rampage is looking, man. It's looking like a oh my God, that show looks so fun.
So we got 6 matches now on the card. We got Minoru Suzuki and Archer versus Moxley and Eddie Kingston in a lights out match. Freaking, it's going to be crazy, man. I can't wait for that. But we got tonight. We got to talk about tonight's show. And before we do that, um, just a couple things. Yes, once again, I am wearing the Big Fight Field merchandise, the sweatshirt, the T-shirt. Got it on Wednesday, just before I came into, just before I go down to Orlando, Florida for college. And yes, I will be wearing that Big Fight Fuel T-shirt Friday night, October 15th at Rampage. So if you see me there wearing that shirt, you can walk up, say what's up, and you'll probably be in the vlog. And it's going to be a great vlog as well because me and Nathan Hansen are sitting floor for that show. So that's going to be a great experience. I see your face, Cam.
Okay. Okay. You got floor side seats, okay.
Yeah, I can't wait. 4 weeks. I think that's the next live episode of Rampage. I
For
think.
sure, yeah, I believe so. Yeah, I mean, I would imagine they go live for a big stadium show like that for sure.
Yeah, I absolutely. I can't wait. But we got the new merch. That's what I wanted to promote. And then, of course, Wednesday's Dynamite review with Wesley Williams is up on the channel right now. And be sure to go check that out. Let's get right into the review. We opened up with the tag team titles Butcher and Blade against the Lucha Brothers. Personally, I would have saved this match a couple weeks because the Butcher and Blade just came back, and for me personally, I would have given them more wins and then given them the tag team title match, probably on the Dynamite after Grand Slam, but they did it tonight, And, they had a good match, very good match. I've seen better, but it was very good for what it was. Butcher, he looks phenomenal. I can't say enough how great the Butcher looks. I'm happy um, that he is back with the Blade, and they barely lost, and the Lucha Bros barely won as Penta had to sacrifice his masks that the Blade tied up. So he's like, you know what? Fuck this shit. I'm taking my mask off, cover the face, super kick. Ray Phoenix rolls up the Butcher, and after the match, TH2 and Private Party attacked the Lucha Bros, and out comes Santana and Ortiz to attack the Hardy Family Office, and that attack right there set up an 8-man tag that's going to be happening on Rampage next Friday with Santana Ortiz and the Lucha Bros against the Hardy Family Office. I think it's TH2 and Private Party. So, what do you think? What do you guys think about this opening match? We'll start with Wes.
Yeah, I thought this was a very solid tag team title match. I loved the finish. That was an excellent finish with Penta sacrificing his own mask to save his brother and to help them retain the AEW tag team title. So I love the fact that they ended the match on that. I think it was a great way to kind of kickstart their tag title reign. And honestly, I think going forward with this tag team title reign for the Lucha Brothers, we're going to see probably some of the best in-ring tag team matches in a single AEW tag team title reign ever. I mean, you look at the work rate of both Penta and Ray Phoenix, man, we already know what these two men are capable of, and we are in for some real treats going forward. But yeah, Joseph, I like your take, though. I probably would have saved this match a little bit later on. It did seem kind of quick that they were to give Butcher and Blade a tag team title shot, knowing that Butcher just came back and everything. And so it would have been kind of nice maybe to get them a little bit, get them in the ring a little more, get them more comfortable again, and get them back as a cohesive unit a little bit more. So I like that take there. And but yeah, this was a great way to open up Rampage tonight. And going into Rampage for next week, we got a big 8-man tag as Proud and Powerful and Lucha Brothers will be teaming up against the Hardy Family Office. I do believe, I think it actually is Butcher, Blade, and Private Party. So should be a pretty chaotic 8-man tag. Hardy Family Office just continues to feud with anybody in their path. Really, it seems like just about anybody can feud with these guys at this point. But it should be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to that 8-man tag next week.
Well, we got more to talk about this faction later on in the show, but let's hear what Cam has to say about this match.
I thought this was a very good tag team. I thought this was a very good tag team title match to open up the show. Ray Phoenix continues to be an absolute. Ray Phoenix continues to be an absolute crazy man. Stuff he does in that ring. This man is not human. I'm telling you that right now. But I thought this was a very good match. I agree with Wesley. I love the finish of the match with Pentagon getting, with Pentagon coming out of his mask to help save the tag team titles. To help save the tag team titles. I really did enjoy that finish. I really did enjoy that finish. I could have done without I could have done without Hardy Family Office attacking the Lucha Bros after the match, but I understand why it was done. It was done to help set up the 8-man tag for next week, but it was done to help set up the 8-man tag for next week. So I thought this is a fine way to open up Rampage.
Yeah, I think we're already planting seats for a Santana Ortiz Lucha Bros match for the tag team titles. I think that's your full gear match. I don't think there's no way that that you're gonna do that on TV. So, I can see AEW giving Private Party the next shot for the tag team championships. Have the Lucha Bros beat another tag team in the Hardy Family Office. So we'll have to see what happens, but we got to move on here. We got 2 back-to-back women's segments, actually. We'll start with Anna Jay and the Bunny. And this match was just not my cup of tea. I don't know what it was, but for me, this match didn't do it. Now with Butcher and Blade, the Bunny's best role should be a valet for Butcher and Blade. I mean, I don't need to see her as a wrestler, for my opinion, you guys might disagree with me, but I think she is boring as shit in the ring, man. I really do. And I've seen a little bit of improvement from her, but not a lot. But I think her best role is as a valet for Butcher and Blade, but she took the loss to Anna Jay, and her and Penelope Ford laid out Ty Conti with brass knucks. So that was that. Match was okay. It really didn't do much for me. What'd you think, Cam?
I just want to say I don't like the fact that it felt like most, if not all, of this match happened during the commercial. Happened during commercial. Happened during commercial. They did their entrances. They did their entrance. They did some stuff. They took a long break and then they come back. And then they come back and then the match is pretty much over. I did not like the fact that this match took place all throughout the commercial break. If next time you're going to do that, at least give us picture in picture. At least give us picture in picture. So I don't like that they did that. Uh, the bunny. I am not a big fan of the bunny, like you, Joseph. To be completely honest with you, to be completely honest with you, no offense to the bunny. No offense to the bunny. I'm sure she's a very, very nice person, but I'm sure she's a very, very nice person. But in the ring, I don't think in the ring, I don't think she's all there yet. In the ring, I don't think she's there, quite frankly. But I thought this is a very good match, and I thought this was a very good match. Sets up a tag team match, I'm sure, down the road. But the quicker we can end this TJ against the Bunny and Penelope Ford feud, the better, because this feud is doing absolutely nothing for me.
Yeah, I can see um, either Ty Conti or Anna Jay challenging Britt Baker for that women's championship when it comes to Full Gear on a Dynamite, because I personally think it's too early for Thunder Rosa, and I think that's going to be saved for early in 2022. But let's hear what Wes has to say about this match.
Yeah, I thought the match was pretty good. Anna Jay looks really good. If I do say, I will say that she is getting better and better the more you see her, and this was her first match back from injury, I believe. So she looks really good in there. But yeah, I agree with you guys. The bunny isn't all that desirable in the ring. She's not a bad character, really. I think she definitely fits super well with Butcher and Blade. That's for sure. But as far as in ring goes, yeah, she really doesn't give you anything to really like, claw after, and wanting more of. It's just it seems like we really have been seeing a lot of bunny matches, especially on Rampage, and I'm not really sure why, but I guess they're just really trying to push this whole partnership with Penelope Ford the bunny, which is kind of random, kind of out of the blue, but I
Yeah.
guess it's something for Penelope Ford to do, I guess, because Kip Sabian ain't there. I think everybody forgot about Kip Sabian, to be honest with you. Miro took him out, and then it's just bye Kip. But hopefully he's recovering okay from his surgery and all that. But yeah, I don't know, what's gonna be the end. I guess we're gonna get a tag match with Ty J and Penelope Ford and the Bunny sometime in the future. But next Friday we do have Penelope Ford versus Anna Jay 1-on-1. So that should be a pretty good match. I think Penelope Ford, she does still have some greenness, but I do believe that I think she's more, a little bit more fun to watch in the ring that compared to the Bunny. So it should be a nice little clash of styles next week with Anna Jay and Penelope Ford. But yeah, for what it was decent. Overall, I thought Anna Jay looked really good. The Bunny, I can't really say that much. So
Could you guys see Ty Conti or Anna Jay being challengers between now and Full Gear for Britt Baker? We'll start with Cam.
I could absolutely could. I absolutely could. To be honest with you, I'm shocked Anna Jay didn't win the Casino Battle Royal at All Out. She was one of my picks. She was one of my picks. It was either Anna Jay or no, it was either Anna Jay or Ruby Soho, and they obviously went with Ruby Soho. But I can absolutely see that happening right now. Anna Jay is very popular. She's very popular. She's very popular. She's very over. And she's very over, and you want to put her in the championship match with Britt Baker. She won't win the title, obviously. She won't win the title, obviously, because that championship is being saved for Thunder Rosa. But you want to do Anna Jay and Britt Baker on the episode of Dynamite or at Full Gear? It's perfectly fine with me. It's fine with me.
Wes?
Yeah, I could definitely see either or happening, whether it be Anna Jay or Ty Conti. Ty Conti was actually my pick to win the Casino Women's Battle Royal back at All Out. That, of course, didn't happen. So I do believe she was kind of one of the top contenders to win that match. So Ty Conti, I could for sure see get a shot at Britt Baker. I can see Anna Jay as well. So we'll see what happens. But I'm highly certain that AEW is going to really try to stack up as many shows as they can. And deliver us some solid interim women's feuds for Britt Baker as we get more and more into her title reign, and eventually I do definitely see Thunder Rosa probably being the number one person to defeat Britt Baker, but it is too early to do that match. I wouldn't do it Full Gear. I would wait probably till Revolution in February to do it. So, but we'll see what happens. But I do appreciate at least that AEW is trying to do more women's feuds, or rather than just Britt Baker and Ruby. So I appreciate that they actually are trying to implement more women into doing different feuds, because I enjoy me multiple women's feuds. I loved seeing it in NXT. Because NXT has such a plethora of women's talent that you could do so many different women's feuds, and it worked out really well. I mean, heck, number one example was Candice LeRae and Io Shirai, and the amazing match they had at NXT TakeOver Toronto, best women's match all year back in 2019. And it looks like AEW is trying to implement that more into their programming as much as they can, and so I appreciate that. More female feuds is what's good for business. So
Yeah, and I like that because you got Britt Baker and what she's doing with Ruby Soho. You got the tag feud with Bunny and Penelope Ford against Ty Conti and Anna Jay. And then don't forget, you also got Nyla Rose and Jade Cargill. They've kind of got beef from All Out too. So I expect them to have a match down the road as well. But only time will tell. And speaking of DMD, this was fantastic, man. This segment was freaking fantastic. Ruby Soho was right. She says, I knew who I was. I'm just able to show it now with freedom. Man, she's got a bunch of creative freedom on what she could say. She was dropping bomb after bomb after bomb. Freaking the one that stood out to me the most is the one he says, "When I look at you, I just see another beautiful Barbie doll in the back who wanders around and bangs and gets banged by her man." I'm like, oh, yo. I wonder what's going on. Oh, I wonder what's going on in that household with DMD and Baby. My God, that line was epic. And then what did Britt come back with?
you call yourself the runaway, but you didn't run away. You got
You got
fired.
fired.
Yep. Golly, man.
This was fantastic, man. Holy shit. Cam.
Guys, I think it's time. I think it's time we finally acknowledge this. I think it's time we finally admit this. Britt Baker is taking the top game of the wrestling dentist. She is now the best dentist in the history of wrestling. She gets put right above Isaac Yankem for me. No disrespect to Isaac Yankem. I heard he's the mayor. I heard he's the mayor of Tennessee. I heard he's the mayor of Tennessee. I don't know. No disrespect to Isaac Yankem. Britt Baker is now the best dentist in wrestling history. Can we agree with that?
Yes.
Can we agree with
Absolutely.
that? Okay. This segment was fantastic. Man. This segment was absolutely fantastic, man. AEW, there's one thing AEW knows how to do is their promos, man. AEW has some of the best promo work in the game. I thought this was no different. I thought this was absolutely fantastic. It's absolutely fantastic. Britt Baker said, "You didn't run away. from Britt Baker's, from Britt Baker telling Ruby Soho, you didn't run away, your ass got fired. To a couple weeks ago, Britt Baker telling Ruby Soho, the Britt Baker telling Ruby Soho that she's not in catering anymore. I think that was a line or something similar to that. Oh man,
How about the line where? How about the line when Ruby Soho was like, your head is so far up Tony Schiavone's ass."
I remember. Oh man, I remember that line. Oh man, that was a great one. That was a great one. This promo, this segment was great. This segment was great. They're firing on all cylinders right now, and I can't wait for the match next week. I cannot wait for the match next week. I've enjoyed the build up. I've enjoyed the build up to this match, and I can't wait for it. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Bro, they're gonna kill it next week. I have full confidence that they are going to kill that in that match for the women's champ. Obviously, Ruby Soho is not going to win, but I think they're going to have a great freaking match. What do you think, Wes?
Yeah, it's definitely going to be an awesome women's match next week. Britt Baker already showed back at All Out that she could have a great match with Chris Statlander, and she's really just, like I've been saying, she's been improving more and more over time, man, and she's just gotten herself to a point where she's just truly the biggest female star in all of pro wrestling at this point. I mean, I don't think there's any denying that at this point in time, man. She is on top of the game, and this promo battle tonight between her and Ruby Soho, I mean, by far the best part of tonight's AEW Rampage show. My personal favorite as well. I mean, these two women were laying in the shots back and forth. It was such a beautiful thing to see. And this is what I love about the personal feuds like this, is these shots going back and forth, taking it to another level, man. It makes the feud, it makes the title seem more important. That's what you want out of a big time title feud like this. And so, AEW, man, they do their promos really well, and they got a lot of promo artists in their company, man. And so this is going to be a really solid women's match next week. I'm very much looking forward to it. And this final build up here with this promo battle, I think, was just the nail in the coffin for what it should be a terrific women's title match next week.
Freaking AEW killed it with their promo segments this week on both television. You had the MJF promo, okay? You had Dan Lambert, you had Bryan Danielson and Don Callis, and then you had tonight with Britt Baker and Ruby Soho. Absolutely amazing. And by the way, nothing, even though that segment tonight was fantastic, nothing is going to beat that segment Wednesday between Dan Lambert and Chris Jericho. I'm just saying.
I don't think anything is beat the segment between MJF and Pillman. That was a great segment, man. That was a great segment, man. The dude, I felt so wrong. I felt so wrong when I laughed at MJ. Man, when MJF looked at the crowd and went, "Hey, Pillman!" I felt so wrong for laughing at that.
Wes, didn't I say the same exact thing Wednesday night?
I believe you did.
Oh shit. Very quickly, we are going to run down the lineups for Dynamite and Rampage again before we get into the main event of tonight. Wednesday night, Kenny Omega, Bryan Danielson, non-title. CM Punk has an interview 48 hours before his match against Powerhouse Hobbs. Cody Rhodes and Malachi Black. Ruby Soho and Britt Baker for the AEW Women's Championship. MJF against Brian Pillman Jr. and Sting and Darby Allin against FTR. And then Friday night, Powerhouse Hobbs against CM Punk, which I'm thinking is going to be the main event. We have the Super Click against Christian Cage and Jurassic Express. You have Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky, Men of the Year, against Chris Jericho and Jake Hager. And then tonight we had 3 matches added to the show. We had Jon Moxley and Eddie Kingston against Lance Archer and Minoru Suzuki. Lights out in a lights out match. That match is going to be super fun, man. They're going to kill each other, I feel like.
You got the murder grandpa. You got the murder grandpa and the murder hawk monster in that match. Of course somebody's getting murdered.
Oh boy. What else? Penelope Ford and Anna Jay And then we have that 8-man with Santana, Ortiz, and the Lucha Bros against the Hardy Family Office. So you basically had a 2-night pay-per-view just one night on Wednesday and the other night on Friday. We got a pay-per-view next week on TNT, folks. It is absolutely loaded, ridiculously loaded. What is Extreme Rules? I don't know. But it's going to be a big week here on the channel next week. So you're going to want to be subscribed for all of that AEW content. And then let's get into, unfortunately, the main event. This poor guy. I feel bad. Fuego.
You played yourself, Fuego. You played yourself.
This
Stop
guy
doing
got
this to yourself.
This guy set himself up going into it, man. I mean, he fought hard the entire time, but freaking Miro just kicked his head and punched him several times, and he didn't even cover his leg for the cover. Like, poor Fuego got his ass kicked by Miro tonight. I'm glad he got another title match, but this poor guy. Let's see what Camas is thinking, and we'll talk about the post-match segment.
Miro got in. Sorry if you heard that. Sorry if you heard that. That's my dog. Sorry if you heard my dog whining in the background. He whining because he's sad about what happened to Miro. He's sad about what happened to Fuego del Sol too, man. He is absolutely devastated what happened to Fuego del Sol. My boy Miro got a new whip. He got a new whip tonight, man. Oh man, he got a nice shiny whip too at the expense of Fuego del Sol. I hope Fuego del Sol. I'm not paying Fuego del Sol to do my gambling. I'm glad I didn't put any money on him. I would have been out. But I thought this was I thought the main event was fine. Miro kicked Fuego del Sol's ass as he should. You know, the Redeemer, God's favorite champion. Got to go in there. He's got to kick ass before he has to go in there. He has to kick some ass before he gets some ass from his wife tonight. You know, before he gets some ass from his wife tonight. So he absolutely killed him. And my boy Miro got a new whip. But with my boy Miro getting a new whip, he got a new challenger too. Sammy Guevara coming out at the end, confronting Miro. I've been saying this for weeks. Shout out to Indigo. He said it on the predictions video, I think it was. Shout out to Indigo. He said on the predictions video, I think it was. Sammy Guevara is your next TNT champion, man. I think Sammy Guevara is going to be the one to beat Miro for it. But poor Fuego, man. Poor Fuego. Fuego got to go home with no title and no car. That's messed up.
I still think it's too early to take that title off of Miro, to be perfectly honest with you. But Wes, what do you think of this whole situation? Fuego del Sol, he's gonna have to walk home to Alabama.
Damn it, Fuego.
Or he's gonna find a subway.
Is he gonna give up his house next? What's he gonna do? Good Lord, Fuego, stop doing this to yourself, buddy.
Hey, look at Wes. Let's not give him ideas now. You know Fuego watches the channel. Let's not give him any ideas.
That's gonna be the third one. This is the rubber match. Even though you lost twice, Fuego, here it is. But this was good. But more competitive than the first match between the two. Fuego breaking out some really nice moves towards the end too, man. He's surprising me with some of the moves he was breaking out on Miro. So he looked really good in there. But you know, unfortunately, it wasn't enough as God's favorite champion himself just would have to redeem another soul, and he had to redeem this soul a second time. He had to do it twice. So you know, Fuego needed some extra redeeming tonight, so he got it. And after the match, he puts him in the game over with the car keys shoved down his throat. Man, Miro is such a freaking beast. My goodness. But man, the next TNT title feud is set. Sammy Guevara, the Spanish God versus God's favorite champion Miro. Sign me up tenfold. Take all my money. Take every cent in my bank account. I want this match for sure. And you know, honestly, I've been loving Miro's title reign, and you know, I would want to see more of it, but I don't know how you can pass up Sammy G at this point, man. I feel like this is probably the time, and I don't know who else you could really line up right now who could possibly even match up to Miro. I mean, Sammy Guevara, of course, is the smaller man in this feud, but that still hasn't mattered in history before, because the smaller man has prevailed over the bigger guy, and Sammy Guevara, I feel like, could be the next person to do that over Miro. And so, but either way, we're going to be getting a fantastic TNT title match between two world-class athletes in Sammy Guevara and Miro. And I'm just happy to be along for the ride. And whatever we get that match, whether that be in Rochester, whether that be at Full Gear, we shall see. But I'm very much looking forward to see where this feud takes us.
Are you leaving out Miami, dude?
You know what? Miami, you probably should give that show to for Joseph only, because Joseph deserves it. He deserves that match.
If not Miami, Orlando, please.
Orlando, it's gotta be Florida. It's just gotta be Florida. So there you go.
Yeah, but I don't think Sammy's going to beat Miro. Here's how I see things playing out. In my vision, Sammy is not going to win the title. He will be champion down the line, but I feel like sooner rather than later, Christian Cage is going to turn on Jungle Boy, and they're going to have a match at either Full Gear or on a Dynamite between Full Gear and the next pay-per-view. I think Jungle Boy is going to go over Christian. That's going to start his hot momentum. And at Revolution, he is going to challenge Miro for the TNT Championship. And if I'm doing things, I got Jungle Boy being the one to beat Miro to win the TNT title. I think he really needs a big win, man. You can't have him losing these tag team championship matches, TNT title to Darby, AEW World Championship to Kenny Omega. I feel like he's gonna have to win the big one at some point, and I think he'd be the perfect guy to beat Miro, in my opinion. He's a great underdog, scrappy babyface, in my opinion, who people adore. So if I had to choose to beat Miro, I'm gonna go Jungle Boy.
Okay.
Well, what do you think, Cam?
I like the jungle. I like the Jungle Boy idea. I like the Jungle Boy idea a lot. I really do. But I'm still of the opinion that I think Sammy G is taking that championship off Miro. I think there are three candidates. Actually, two. That'd be three: Sammy G, Orange Cassidy, and Brian Cage. I think though, if Brian Cage ever gets done feuding with Ricky Starks, I think those are the three names I could potentially see. I did not think of Jungle Boy until you said it. She said it. I like that idea a lot, man. Okay, man. You want to put that championship on Jungle Boy? Jungle Boy is my second favorite wrestler in AEW, right behind John Moxley. You want to put that championship on Jungle Boy? Go right on ahead, man. I will have no issues with that at all. I love me some Jungle Boy. Put that championship on him. I ain't gonna have no issues with that at all. Tony Khan, I'm not gonna have any issues with that at all, Mr. Khan.
Is Russ going with Sammy Guevara? I think you're going with Sammy Guevara, you said?
Yeah, but yeah, hey, you know what? I'm not going to complain if we get Jungle Boy either, man. I mean, I think we all win as pro wrestling fans, whether it's Jungle Boy, Sammy Guevara. I think we're all going to win at the end of the day. So I could see that play out as well. So I'm not going to completely rule that out. But I think for the time being, I think Sammy G just might be the guy. I mean, the Spanish God might have his reign as TNT champion.
Freaking really quickly, another name that just popped up on my head. What about Pac?
Pac and Miro. A lot of, man, I'm telling you, man, AEW with these dream matches. Good Lord. I mean, think about how many dream matches we're just making with all these different wrestlers, man, male or female. I mean, my goodness, man, the list just goes on and on and on. And then Tony Khan said today he's got some more aces up his sleeve. So we got some more surprises to come in the near future, folks. It's exciting. It's exciting times in pro wrestling. You got to get on board while you still can. Do not miss the ship that sails out into the ocean.
Absolutely, man. And that's going to wrap up the Rampage review here on the channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have not already, be sure to subscribe to the Big Fight Feel channel. We're going to have some huge content up the weekend. I was a little lackluster with the content this week. I apologize for it. It was a extremely busy week for me this week. As you guys know why. As I said, I'm moving in about an hour or so. So it's been an extremely busy week, but I will have a video up Sunday in my new location. So that'll be up for you guys. And then next week, we got a big AEW week on the channel. Wednesday night Grand Slam, Friday night Rampage Grand Slam. It's going to be massive, man. Absolutely massive. So be sure to subscribe. Comment down below your thoughts about tonight's episode of Rampage. Hit the like button if you like what the three of us had to say on the channel. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram as well at Conlon_Joseph. Wes, where can they follow you on your socials?
You already know, at big_West18. That is BIG_WES18 on Twitter. I talk AEW Dynamite every single Wednesday night on Twitter and on here on Big Fight Phil alongside Joseph Conlon. And of course, every Friday night talking AEW Rampage on Twitter and right here on Big Fight Phil with myself, Joseph Conlon, Cameron Johnson, the 3-man booth every single Friday night. Folks, we got a big week next week. We got Dynamite Grand Slam. We got Rampage Grand Slam live at Arthur Ashe Stadium, 18,000 plus in New York City. The biggest AEW shows to date with AEW Dynamite and AEW Rampage Grand Slam. Folks, you do not want to miss out on the fire content that we're going to be pumping out next week. And folks, you better not be missing out on those episodes of Dynamite Rampage next week because they're going to be can't miss. With all those matches we got set up for Wednesday and Friday night, it is going to be a lovely 2-night event.
Cam?
Follow me on Twitter at Cam711101. And let me explain something to you guys. Let me explain something to you guys. If you got to work next Wednesday during Dynamite, call out. Call out, don't show up. Good Lord, Tony Khan will help find you another job. Or call out. Okay, call out. Okay, what you doing working on Wednesday nights? That's Dynamite time. When AEW is on, you have your butt on the couch. You don't plan nothing. You don't go nowhere. You don't plan nothing. You have your butt on that couch, and you have your butt on that couch in your bedroom, and you cut on Dynamite. You're not going to cut on Dynamite for next week, man. We got Kenny and Brian on free television. And you mean to tell me you going to go to work next weekend? Because I'm on the clock. Let me tell you something. If you got to work, don't go into work. Tell your boss, I can't make it in that day. It's Dynamite day. If you got to work Friday, tell your boss, look, I can't make it in. It's Rampage day. I hope you understand. I'm not going to be here. Folks, don't take my advice. I'm going to get you fired. I'm sorry. But follow me on
Take his
Twitter.
advice.
Follow me on Twitter at Cam7111.
Folks, I'm going to head out of here. I will see you guys Sunday. We will see you next Friday. And Wes will be back on the channel Wednesday. You guys have a good one. Stay safe. Love y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. I will see you in the next one. Have a good one. Stay safe. And as always, stay classy.